rather hungry, you see. And then he picked up the, oh, should I? Okay. Am I doing it as he? Yeah, and then he picked up the sugar bowl. Excuse me.
I always wanted to write a play about twins that had an odd relationship, but only with one actress on stage. We're very wary of selling it as a one-woman show. To see a show called Gender the Elephant with one woman in, you can quite easily have the impression of it being kind of like this cutting-edge, like scary, raging feminist shouting kind of like about how hard her hormonal life is. But it's nothing like that. It's a story about one girl's relationship with her brother and how a story about gender affects their relationship. We put it on at Camden Fringe in London in August, which went really well. We got really good reviews. But we've got a completely new cast now and a new director. Someone else directed it in summer. So it's completely new and fresh, and some of the scripts have changed completely as well now. So it's really exciting to see how people take it now.
Meow. The Vespa Cafe had a cat called Jones that adored Bobby.
I don't want people to come away from it feeling like there's only been one actor. I want them to come away feeling like they've had a connection with more than one character. The person, Olivia Emden, who played the part in London, was phenomenal. I just think if we were going to try and find someone who was similar to her, the same as her, it just wouldn't work, because you can't try and just kind of redevelop the same play in someone else. It's going to be something different. So I was looking for someone very different that I could add a freshness to the play and it didn't become stale. So that's one thing. Another thing was I look for someone who can hold the presence in a room for, you know, this actress has to hold the audience's attention for at least 45 minutes. I mean, that's hard to do for anyone. India does it phenomenally. Like, she's just hilarious.
First she asked, like, what do you think about Bobby's character? Do you think he's real? Do you think he's on stage? Do you think he's present? And then she kind of, luckily we were quite on the same page about it, so it worked out. You know, I didn't say anything that was too far off, I think, what she was hoping for. So it's quite nice sort of collaboration of, like, kind of meeting of the minds.
I'm really inspired by filmmakers like Jim Jarmusch, who actually, all of his films don't really have a plot. They're just really interesting conversations between two people, which are hilarious and sad and tragic and beautiful because they're about these two characters and their relationship, or their not relationship, but them talking to each other about their lives.
He kind of seems quite adamant that that's where he wants to sit.
I'm a woman who's had amazing opportunities with the Cambridge Theatre World, and I think though faces get recycled and the plays can become a bit stale sometimes, I think that they are open to new things. I think that if they weren't, then I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. I'd love to continue writing theatre when I leave as a career, if I can. But it's really hard to do, and it's really hard to make it, and it's really hard to make money. But I think it's worth it if you love it. It's worth trying. It's about elephants. Who wouldn't want to see a play about elephants?